7:36 here on News Radio 1140 WRVA and now at 98.5 FM. Fox News workplace culture expert Dusty Staub joins us to talk about phones in the workplace. Are they good or bad for productivity, Dusty?
Well, Jimmy, that's complex. I'd say when you talk to many bosses, they'll say they're bad in the workplace because people are texting or making personal phone calls. And yet, a lot of people are using their cell phones while they're driving to work, from work, and at home to do work. So I think it's a blessing and a curse. It's sort of like emails.
No, you're right. You're right. That's exactly what I was going to say. It is exactly like that. You're right. You end up doing personal business at work, but you do a lot of work at home.
Exactly. And I think people keep talking about work-life balance. I don't think it's possible to create work-life balance today. I think you have to look for something called equilibrium. And equilibrium is finding that balance between being able to spend time with my family and my personal life, knowing I'm going to be doing some work at that time. And at work, I'm going to be working, but there's going to be some personal time too. And the key to productivity, it's not the phone as the issue. It's have I engaged the hearts and the minds of the employees around me. And the supervisor's behavior, the leader's behavior, determines whether people are really engaged or not. And I think a few simple rules can handle the issue of phones hurting productivity.
What have you found with engaged leaders? What is it that they're doing that others are not doing?
They follow the simple rule of 2 to 1, i.e., why do you have 2 ears and 1 mouth? The best leaders I know, the most effective, they listen twice as much as they talk. They ask really good questions. They follow up on those questions, and they show the employees respect by listening to them and reflecting on what they have to say. And when you do that, people listen to you, and they're more engaged.
Makes sense. So why don't you would think that would be an attribute that every leader would have, or they wouldn't be able to obtain that position to begin with?
Well, you would think so, but here's what happens: is people get promoted because of they were effective in the role they were in, they were able to get things done, they were there, they were loyal for a lot of different reasons. But a lot of people get promoted in over their heads. So a good salesman doesn't necessarily make a good sales manager. And, in fact, when you promote somebody, they have to move to a different level of skills, which is listening to people, engaging people, working with people, and making people feel they matter. And not everybody's good at that. In fact, many aren't.
What are some of the other best tips you can pass along, Dusty, as far as how to be a more effective leader?
I would say that simply let people remember why we're here. What's the purpose? What are we serving? Talk about the customers. Talk about the quality of the work. Show people respect. And to have simple agreements about, we understand sometimes personal issues come up at work. Let's keep that in moderation. How will we do it? And if you do those things and you've engaged the hearts and minds of folks, you're going to have them. And I think there's 3 simple messages. You matter. What we do matters. And together, let's create something extraordinary today.
And let's have some goals. Let's have some. You know what else I think people like? They like to have goals that are obtainable, and they like to know that they're making progress towards meeting them.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Good to talk to you, Dusty. Thanks.
My pleasure, Jimmy.
That's Fox News workplace culture expert Dusty Staub here on News Radio 1140 WRVA and now at 98.5 FM.